Good afternoon. Good morning. Привет.
Good morning.
Yes, can you hear me
Very nice.
well?
What did you say?
Well, can you hear me well now? Okay.
Yes, I can hear you, and it's great to see you in your new beautiful style with these glasses.
Thank you very much. Yes, it's been a very active morning, and I think it's just so many new things that I'm doing in my life, and I'm trying, and it's good to try something different, and you feel different, and that's like a good. It's a good practice to get out of your normal zone and normal routine and do something to see how that works. It's very easy, but thank you.
Yes.
So, how are you doing? How's your radio programs, your like, training preparation? Like, so much is going on.
Thank you, Anya. I will share my news with you a little bit later. I want to add some ideas about doing something new.
Okay.
And to try something new. It's very important because we become more creative and more smart. I think doing something different, something new. It's not convenient. It's not used to, and yes. I always try to do this. Sometimes I ask, should I do this? I don't know exactly what's going on there, but maybe I should. And when I do this, I say, wow, that's good that I did that. I didn't think that it's going to be like this. Now I know how it can work and what doesn't work, what works.
Yes, exactly. I like very much the word in English to discover, like discovery. That's one of my favorite words. When you did not know something and then you try it and then you realize that your life is so much more interesting because of this. And it happens a lot when you travel and then you see and do something that people in your country, in your place, in your area never do, then you discover a lot. Or even you do not travel, then you can still do lots of discoveries. You can make discoveries every day about something new, something interesting, kind of getting out of your path. Getting out of your, like, you say sometimes like Bermuda Triangle. Well, when in the earth, in the ocean, with what it is. And in America, some people refer to Bermuda Triangle. It's their home, their office, their job, and maybe like a bar, or maybe they some place, so there may be like grocery store or something else, like a third place that they go, and they go within this triangle. Job, home, like store, that's it. It's very, very boring. But there is so much more in life.
And you remember before my trip to India, we had conversation with you, and I was thinking about it. I asked you some questions. Anya, what should I do? I said yes to this opportunity in springtime. And now during these 2 weeks, when I'm going to be in India, there are very nice opportunities to speak and very nice events in Moscow. And what should I do? And I took that step. I went to India, and when I look back, I think, wow, that's great that I did that, because I met very nice people. I've met a couple of my new mentors.
Great.
And we had some very nice experience and opportunities and steps that I couldn't do without that. Yes, I've paid some money. Yes, I did something and I've missed some opportunities, but all the time you have to choose. You have this experience, this decision that you have to make.
Exactly.
Do this or do that.
Yeah,
say
the choice.
Yes to that opportunity. Say no to that opportunity. You cannot say yes to everything, because we have just limited time, just 24 hours.
Exactly. but the good thing you can choose, and that it maybe bring you something even more because you invest something, but in return, in exchange, your whole life maybe will be different. The whole life might be like changing because of the meeting with certain people, different energy, different opportunity.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I just have this idea just when you started to talk about that. I already see this return for that kind of investments because last week I had a phone call from my mentor and role model and mentor in business networking. He's networking master. He just went on the stage with Kate Ferrazzi, Brian Tracy, and Itzhak Adizes, and he's great. He's very famous here in Moscow, in Russia, and in general. He's originally from Israel. His name is Gil. He lived in Canada for 8 years. He lived in London. Now he moved to Moscow 8 years ago, and he's married on Russian lady. We are good friends with them. I went on their wedding 2 years ago in Israel, and I had a phone call from him last week.
Yes,
and he said, Pasha, tomorrow we need a good speaker for a great, very, very big conference in Moscow. Can you do this, please? I said, yes, of course. I had different plans, Anya, but I said yes, because we mentioned that with you, that you have to say yes to opportunities.
Exactly.
And I said yes. And I went there and I had very nice 2 hours workshop for entrepreneurs, for business people. It was very expensive event. And I had very nice contacts. And 2 days later, Anya, I had a conversation with his wife, very good friend of mine as well. Her name is Katya, and we discussed that event, how I was on the stage, what's going on after that. And she said, Pasha, Gil, when he was thinking about speaker, because he just wanted to help the organizers to find new speakers because Robert Allen didn't come. Robert Allen was planning to come to this conference, and one day there were not enough speakers. And when Gil was thinking about speakers, Katya told me that he thought about me because he saw me on the stage in India in Global Leadership Summit.
Right, yes.
Without that experience, I think I wouldn't have that opportunity to be on the stage with great people and in that conference here in Moscow.
Absolutely, yes. That is incredible. Yeah, you get so much more. And when you dream big, then you have to allow yourself these opportunities to come into your life and to let them happen, and that things will be changing. Because if you only stay in one place doing what you always do, then there is no way that your results will be different. You'll get the same results. And to have different results, then you have to go out of your normal routine and do something that is totally different. That's right.
Yes, and yesterday evening we had a conference call in Skype with our friends and speakers who were with me in India, who were speakers in Global Leadership Summit. And we had a conference call in Skype discussing what's going on well, what can we improve next time, what's about Global Leadership Summit 2016, what's the city and place we're going to have and host that event. And we discussed, we shared our thoughts and ideas for an hour. And I will let you know a little bit later, Anya. It's not 100% yet.
Okay.
But it's very nice people from South Africa, very nice entrepreneur from Canada, inspirational speaker and good friend of Jack Canfield as well, and from different part of the world. And
that's wonderful.
Now I see, Anya, that I'm attracting people into my life at a different level. It was it's so amazing. It's like fairy tale, Anya.
That's except that it's true.
5 years ago, it was difficult to imagine that I'm going to talk with you, to have people around, and such great friends.
Yes.
That I was looking at them like, wow, can I be with them sometime, maybe in 20, 30 years? But it took like 5 years, and now I'm on the same level with them.
Absolutely.
We are laughing, we are making jokes with them, talking, yes. Having phone conversations, and it's so great. It's so powerful. I'm very yes. grateful for that. Feeling very blessed.
Yes, but then you created it yourself, so you did something for it. And that's no surprise that the results, it came like as a consequences. It's a very logical thing to do. But first of all, I think your mentality, your maybe the mindset was changed first. And that is the most difficult thing, because no matter how many efforts and what you do in real life, if you still believe that you cannot do something extraordinary, then you will never do. And all your efforts will be just a waste of time and energy. But first of all, I think that worked for you very well, that you changed your mentality, like the software in your mind that telling you that you can do this. And this is very interesting, because I remember of my very good friend who is a millionaire, and he is very successful in business. And he was telling me how it was different for him. Also, like 10 years ago, he was very poor. He never thought that he will succeed in anything. And then his dream was to have $1 million at least, like first, at least one. Now he has many, many more. And he told me that it took him 4 years with his mind, in his mind, to change this mindset. Like 4 years only to believe that it's possible to make this money, and only 1 year it took him to actually make $1 million. He said he started doing something, open his business. He worked for 1 year and he made $1 million. With the right mindset. It just, money and success came to him very naturally after he was sure, he believed that he's worth it, that he's capable of it, that he can attract this, and he can create certain value to give to the world, and in return he would get the money and the feedback and success. That's very interesting story. I thought that, wow, then maybe you don't know what's really important. Yes?
Absolutely. And now we are on the same process, on the same process. That's right. You talked about that very nice inspirational person, millionaire.
Yeah,
and absolutely all the time works like this. To become millionaire, you have to become millionaire just in your mindset, inside first.
Exactly.
You imagine, you think about this, you think what's the millionaires do, what's their habits, what do they read, what do they learn, how do they act, and think about this, try to do the same, and after that you become real millionaire.
Yes, true.
What you imagine, what you prepare yourself. And now we are in preparation process as well. You remember a lot of stories that people get a lot of money from their parents, from their, I don't know, maybe lotteries.
Yeah, happens.
1-2 years, they return in the same situation, because they are not comfortable to operate millions dollars.
True, of course.
They're very comfortable with like $100 or something, $1,000 in a month. But when we prepare, when we think, when we learn, when we communicate with that kind of people, we are prepare ourselves to that opportunities, to that visions, and we can see these opportunities, people who can help to achieve that goal, to help to create that kind of life that they are already living, they are already created it for themselves.
Yes, totally. Yes, you are absolutely right about this. So you have to have like the inner capacity to even accept this money. Because if people even will try to pay you and give you some money, a lot of people feel shy and very uncomfortable even to receive this, which also causes some difficulties for them. They want in their mind, in their dream, they want to be rich and successful, but if something comes, they have to do something for it, then they refuse it. And they prefer to live in their very small, limited world. And it's the fear of doing something different that stops them from taking this action. And I think it's like a muscle.
That situation. We can change this because
of course.
It was difficult for me to ask for money.
Yes.
To receive money.
Yes.
But I see, it's limiting me. I have to do something with this. I have to clear that limiting belief. Why I cannot to get money or to ask for my service or for my product? It was difficult for me, Anya. That what you said, and it's very important to see that what's limiting you. What kind of programs do you have from your childhood, from your adult, maybe from different kind of situations with your parents, or with your colleagues, with your friends.
Yes, that's a very good point, because the first step is when you see it and you realize there is a problem in there, because for so many people, they don't even want to think about it. They do not admit that there is something wrong with their mindset, with their vision, and with their thoughts and mentality. And the good news, like personally for me, like my experience when I was going through exactly the same situation, was to know and to realize that all these programs from childhood, it's something that you're not responsible for. It is something that just came into your life, and then you can accept it or you can change it. It's only the time when I realized that I can make my own decision and I can create my own life the way I want it, no matter about the country where you were born, family, money situation when you were growing up. But when you, there is, I think, the very big breakthrough moment when you realize that now it's only me and I can change it if I want to. And why wouldn't you? And then you can decide and make a decision. I think Tony Robbins said this: everything starts with a decision. When you decide that you no longer want to live the life that you're supposed to live, and then you can just change that. And it's so exciting once you try it, once you get first result, not even the results, but the process. It's interesting that a lot of people who are very successful and living their dream life, they're working a lot, but they're not really working for money. They have enough money that they can stop working and just retire and not do anything, but they still continue to work very, very hard, even if they don't need money. And then I just realized that something that drives them, it's this drive, this energy, the process. They actually enjoy doing something as just to go on vacation for the rest of your life. So and they become even more successful, but the giving to the world, it brings so much more satisfaction and happiness and richness than just winning in the lottery. I think it's an interesting case.
There are a lot of stories from people who achieved great results in their life. A lot of millionaires and billionaires say that we can do that what we do, even without expecting any returns, any money returns. We can do this for free because they love to do this. That's their hobby.
I think it's great, and you can.
That's what they love, and what you said about decision, that fundamental as well. One of the first step that we have to do, decide exactly what we want. A lot of people don't become very successful because they don't decide to be successful.
Exactly.
They don't.
Yes.
earn money with their business because they don't decide to earn that kind of money.
Exactly.
They don't have happy relationships because they didn't decide to have great relationships with their family, with their husband or wife.
Exactly.
And the same situation with any aspects of life.
Right.
Decision is one of the first steps.
Yes.
Clear vision and decision.
Yeah. I think I can only add to this that they did make a decision, and their decision was to let other people to make decision for them.
Yes.
Because if you're not making the decision, then it's just so easy to be influenced in, because there's just so many people. They are telling you what to do, and because you don't know what's really important in your life, then you go and do what they want you to do. People that can hire you for the job that you hate.
If they're not going to do something to improve their financial or health situation, that's their decision as well.
Exactly.
Don't do anything, it's their decision. You're right, absolutely.
Yes, that's right. So they think that it's not worth the effort. And it's interesting that I was talking at the gym this morning. I was talking to the personal trainer, and a lot of them are also the good nutritionists. They are experts in also healthy eating, because exercising the body and eating right, they go together. You cannot have result without combining these two. So, and we were talking about the health approach to the food, and it's very interesting how the trainer works with the clients. It's fascinating. It's so simple, but people, they pay a lot of money just to hear that you make a decision about the level of health and the physical body that you want to have. And then when you are at the party or you're in birthday and there's a lot of bad, not very healthy food, like potato chips and cakes, and some people, when they do not have this mindset that they want to be healthy and strong and lean and not fat, then they would just go and try everything they want to try. But then the decision, and you decide that the results of being healthy and looking good when your clothes fit you perfectly, it's far more greater than 5 minutes or like 5 seconds. When you put something like potato chips, French fries, or something very unhealthy in your mouth, it's really like 5 seconds. But it's immediate. It's a pleasure that you feel this moment. And if you do not have a mindset, then of course your results, your health, they would be very different than what you want. And then like 10, 15 years when people look at themselves in the mirror and they're not happy, and they just believe, oh, it just happens. But you make a decision about everything that you do, like physical activity, your health level, the quality of food, and it also goes a lot with respect yourself. If you need your energy, what you need this energy for? Because, for example, as you know, some food gives you energy. If you eat some more fruits and vegetables, that you feel a lot more energized. If you drink green tea as opposed to, like, say, coffee, gives you more energy. If you drink water, gives you a lot more energy. And a lot of people, they may not even need this energy because they don't know what to do with it. Because they think, oh, if I will be energized without coffee, without alcohol, they don't have a goal in life. They say, oh, I don't know then what to do. It's so much easier to just put too much food in their body and drink alcohol, and then somehow they don't even have this ability to think about something greater, because all their systems will be busy digesting all the poison that you put into your body. It's very interesting, and that approach, it's working for every sphere of your life. You can transform this to the money, to the relationship, to the health, but you have to start somewhere. And it's you know so many successful people in this world, so many inspirational people, and you probably confirm that from your personal experience, how many of them are with good energy. They look good. They don't look like they're sick people, they have a very good level of energy and health. And their habits, like everyday habits, are very different.
Absolutely. A lot of people ask me, oh, how can I increase my energy level? I feel lazy. I don't want to do anything. But you're right. A lot of people, if I ask them, okay, do you have a goal? Do you have a vision?
Exactly.
I said, no, I don't. Do I need that? If they want, if they have that inspirational vision, if they have very nice goals, personal goals, energy level increase naturally.
Exactly.
They don't want just to lay on the couch and to do anything. Oh, I feel lazy. If you have goal, if you know exactly what you're going to do and what kind of help and support you can bring to people around, you just wake up at 5 or 6 and you don't want to do a lot of things as you do. You wake up early. I try to wake up early and do a lot. Or we have too a little, not too many time. Not we have to.
Everybody has 24 hours.
You have 25, 27, or maybe 30 hours per day to do more what we want to. Anya, and I remember your question about radio interview, and I was thinking about you. And when you come to Moscow, please let me know, because I want to invite you to my radio program and to interview you in Russian. And it was great. I invited before India. I've invited our mutual friend Lisa, but unfortunately she was a little bit late, and we cannot do interview with her.
Right.
I have to interview another person. Just it's programmed for 3 people, but she couldn't come. But it's good. It's good. And I was thinking about you, because we have a lot of interesting topics to discuss and to share with our audience, and
I'll be very happy to, because
our experience, that kind of experience, our serious interview in English. We would like to mention that. And it's when you come to Moscow, let me know, Annie, because I should
it's a great pleasure.
A couple of weeks before.
For me, I'll be very pleased, because I think
yesterday was very, very interesting program. There were 2 guests invited, not my guests. Sometimes I invite people, Anya. Sometimes the organizers invite people what they want to discuss, what kind of topics. And yesterday we were talking about retirement, about financial literacy, about situation in our countries, what's
really important.
What next generation can expect from IRS and different kind of programs. And it was very nice, very interesting topics. When I started to prepare for this radio program, I've learned a lot of information I didn't know about that, and there were 2 experts on these topics. It was very, very interesting, unusual experience for me. Most time I'm talking about their experience, their successes, their life's philosophy. But yesterday they were a little bit different. As we mentioned before, something new. I did something new.
Wow, that is so great. Yes, that's wonderful. Yes, absolutely. I think that's different, like vision, and then you talk about different topics, different issues. Normally, but you would normally do not think about their retirement and pension in the future. But this is the future. That goes really very well with self-development. It's about living your life, because this is inevitable. We all, at some point in our life, will be all retired. We cannot change that. But what we can change is how we are going to feel and where we are going to be by that time and the age. And everything depends on your choices that you do every day now. So when you are in older age, you can still be very happy, look back into your life, and the best reward and looking like, wow, Now that was a life. I really lived, I savored the moments. I lived a truly happy life. And very few people can actually say that. And like also I want to share with you the experience that I was talking with people who are older than, let's say, 70 years old, or and it's just so interesting the way that they see life. Very different than what we are. And because naturally for them, it's they know that they're not going to live forever, and they feel it. And a lot of younger people, especially in their 20s, they act and they feel and they think like they are going to live forever. And that is why they make a lot of very stupid choices in life that affect the rest of their life. They waste so much time that they could be doing some studying, some learning. They could be getting better in their professional life, or they could be taking care of what's really important. And then when they're older age, then they arrive there feeling very happy and fulfilled with great resources. And I think it's a big problem, not even in Russia, but in America and all over the world. Like a lot of the younger generation, they are very, I would say, immature and irresponsible. So it's probably the world is changing with, and we have all these technologies now, so much available. Life is so much more interesting now, the possibilities.
Absolutely, and
it's
the information is everywhere, and a lot of successful people and leaders think long term about their future in 5, 10, 15, or even 25 years ahead.
Yes.
And there are a lot of opportunities, and we shouldn't just invest money in mutual funds. We have to understand what's going on, what kind of stocks going to increase, what about 401k and different kinds of programs and pensions and retirement plan, and about money as well, financial literacy. There are no such kind of subjects in schools, in universities.
Unfortunately.
It's self-education. You remember Jim Rohn said, formal education will make you a living, self-education will make you a fortune.
Exactly.
The same with our financial future, about our financial situation, about our future life, about our children, different kind of situation that can be happening. We don't know exactly. It's not 100% for sure, but we have to learn, to practice, to try. We shouldn't be scared or afraid about some mistakes. Absolutely, we all have mistakes, and we're going to have a lot of mistakes. And you remember very, very popular quote that how can I be successful faster? Just increase your failure rates, increase your mistakes, and just don't. But remember, don't forget to learn from mistakes. Don't do the same mistakes second and third time.
Exactly. Totally. Yes. And I think there's very successful people. They made more mistakes than other people tried. Because if you never try, then you would not make any mistakes. It's very it's very practical. You can only learn from trying. And you're right about learning, about analyzing what I could do better. That's why I think it's a very good exercise to every day look back and what you lived, like, or every action and everything that you took, and look back and kind of put yourself, grade yourself, grading. How did I do? Was it good? What I can do better next time? Without judging, without telling that it's your you cannot like yourself anymore. No, you like yourself for just trying and for doing something. And with the mistakes, I think it's even interesting. There's no let's say there's no mistake. There's a feedback. feedback from the universe, right? It's something like review.
Learn experience, lessons, yes.
Yes, it is. And it is really important sometimes, maybe without this lesson, and sometimes it's painful, sometimes all these mistakes, they don't feel good, it's not very comfortable, but the more you train yourself to even be in this uncomfortable situation and still be okay, well, then I think that is how you get greater and greater and greater in life, by feeling comfortable where most people won't. And you know it very well that a lot of people, they do not travel to some exciting places because it takes some effort. You know, you have to invest money, buy the ticket, pack your suitcase, go to the airport. It's not always very comfortable to do all that, especially. But in reward, if you still decide to you make a decision that you're going to get out of your comfort zone and actually book a trip and go somewhere adventurous. It's not only the like all-inclusive resorts, but somewhere really, really interesting where you're not going to feel very comfortable. But in return, you have so many exciting, great feelings, experiences. You meet new people. You live a life like the way that you never thought it would be possible. And that feeling of happiness is so far more greater than staying at home on their sofa, just watching television, watching the other people's life, how they live their life, with watching the movies, films, popular culture, why you could be doing this. But the difference is to actually make a decision, as we say, and also just get up. And even if it's not very comfortable, but then you have to do it. And then the feeling will come. The feeling of really something like accomplishment will come, like naturally. But it will not come without an effort, right?
The same with me on the first stage, on the beginning, to learn and practice this information, these techniques, these principles that successful people living on. And it's not comfortable, Anna. It's very. I thought, wow, nice information, but I'm not sure if it works. I'm not sure that will work for me. I'm not sure that. Wow, yes, this book or this person said. Dream big and set goals that inspire you, that say that you have to leave your comfort zone. Wow, yes, that's very nice information. But how can I use this? I didn't believe that it's going to help me. But when you do step by step, you see the results. You see that you travel the world. You see that you meet people. You see your financial results. You see that it's really works. 5, 7, 10 years ago, it's very small amount of time, but everything changed. Everything.
Exactly.
Anya, you live in different country, different city. I moved to Moscow. I see different kind of friends, a lot of great mentors that I just couldn't imagine.
Phenomenal.
And it's so inspirational, so beautiful. The same with radio program, the same with global international events that I'm on the stage with hundreds of people around who was listening to me. And I was imagining that, I was visualizing this picture.
Wow.
And now I see that it's coming true. It's getting...
Of course it is.
It's here in my life.
Yeah, isn't that really...
how it works.
Yes, it's not that you didn't win the lottery, right? So it's all your own creation. Yes, and that feels, because it is also very reliable and it's very sustainable, that you, it's something, it's not going to like go away. I think the best thing about the result that you create yourself even if something, life is unpredictable, things change, things happen, that sometimes will be some unlucky time that is nothing's gonna work, but you will still go through that, and everything, you may lose everything that you have, but in 6 months, in a year, you have everything back. Because the most important is your mindset, it's your ability, your desire to work and actually make an effort. And no matter what's happening in life, politics, economical situation, you move to different place, it's have to start life all over again. And I think that is really crucial, the ability that you've done it once, you will do it again. And maybe you will do it even greater that you have it right now. That's the issue that I was working with a lot of my clients who want to live in America. They want to choose and live in other countries than Russia because they see more opportunities for them. And it's so interesting how I just see their life. If they were successful in Russia, no matter what the economical situation, lack of opportunities, but despite of that, they still worked hard. They made a very successful business. They made a lot of money. And it didn't happen by chance. And then they left and they moved to America, where everything is so much more difficult. A lot more competition. They have to speak foreign language all the time. They have to learn about the tradition and mindset of Americans. It's very difficult for them. And they lost a lot of things that they had in Russia because it was just so comfortable. It used to be so comfortable. But amazing how after some very hard work, after short time, maybe within a year or two, they are becoming successful in America as well. Which is so phenomenal to see that they did it once and they have to start their life all over again. And then they're doing it. And it's been my experience as well. I think it just takes time, and for a lot of people it's really important to know what you're capable of and then just continue doing no matter where you are, and then you can change your life. But if you expect just to move to the different place and everything will happen by itself like magic, then unfortunately you'll be very disappointed.
Yes, the same what we mentioned, we discussed earlier.
Yeah.
It's successes is lessons as failures.
True.
If we have a lot of successes, we can be successful in next project, in next business.
Exactly.
Because 97% of new businesses fail because this person, this entrepreneur didn't make successful business before. But when he tried, and the same with successes and failures, he learned on this. He learned, that was very successful. That can probably work very well in my next project, in the next business. That didn't work. That was great failure. That probably I can learn from this as well, and that probably won't work in my next steps, in my team, in my next business. And when we don't know exactly how it's going to be, just act as you're already there. If you're not confident on the stage, but you want to be public speak, just imagine that you are confident. If you're not confident with talking with that kind of people, just imagine first that you're confident and you're strong.
Yeah.
If you want to become successful, think how successful people act, how they walk, how they talk, and try to do the same.
Yes.
Try to model them. Just model their successes.
Exactly.
And you will have the same. You'll change your mindset because your body is changed, and you can change your mindset. The same with mindset. You can change your mindset with your thoughts. You can change your body, your results, how you're confident, how you talk, how you walk, how you negotiate, how you do businesses.
Absolutely, yes. And I only want to add that to attract these people in your life, then you have to do a lot of work, because successful people, they are very busy. And if you want to spend more time with them, usually it has to be mutual. And some people, you may see these people from far away and not have a chance to even talk to them. But then when you have some value, when you are an interesting person yourself, you have good energy, you have something as an exchange, it's interesting how people who are successful, they stay together. It's a very tight, like close circle of people. They constantly motivate each other, inspire each other, and even like in my like inner circle, it is exactly this right now. And I'm so happy that I finally created this like circle of very good friends who are also very, very, very inspired. They're superstars. Like honestly, they're world famous, they're talented musicians, talented actors, very successful entrepreneurs and business people, and they are my best friends. They're very close. I can call them anytime. They come to my place. I come to spend time with them a lot because we constantly we talk about the different things, and this is so inspiring, and that motivates you to be one of them. And it comes very, very naturally. And especially it is a big difference when you meet other people with different mindset and different mentality, or you talk to the same person maybe that you used to know 2-3 years ago, and or even a year ago. And it happened, like so much evolution in your mind, and then how much you changed. And when you look at the person who chose not to change or not to do anything, then you realize, wow, well, this is such a big difference. I mean, it's not inspiring even more to spend time together. It's not worth it. So like you said, really important to spend quality time, to have conversations, talks, meeting, everything you can possibly do, you can with those successful people, because it's it's the energy, it is, well, you catch this energy. And it stays. It's really, really, really important. And avoid people with negative mindset. Okay, that's exactly what you said. And then you cannot not act. It's like inner, like pull into inner like energy in a battery that makes you do something very something that brings a lot of satisfaction and value to this world. So when you are in New York next time, I really like do the same for you. I will introduce you to really wonderful, very successful people who are really well known in the world, because New York is the capital of the world. There's so much is happening here. Well, I'll be happy to. And that's like, you are one of the greatest example of people who made it in Russia, because it is more difficult. There is it is different in different countries. And I know, because I lived in Russia myself, I know how not easy it is to do it, and you did it. It's really inspiring. That is just incredible. Yeah. Yeah, it will be a great pleasure. And it is also this inspiration together with action, I think, and patience, I would say, the time. Because if you do something like quick and then you expect great results, then they do not happen right away. Very important to go on and continue, and do not quit. Do not stop if you did not get results right away. Take some time and effort.
It's getting like snowball. It's very small one, but when you increase, when you improve your skills, when you form new habits, when you communicate with more people, when you're getting known in your subject, it's like snowball. It's getting bigger, bigger, and everything starts to see so fast, so quick. You probably when you started, when we all started, it was very. When I started, Anya, I was why so slow? Why I don't see any results? Why don't see any invitations? But when you when you grow as a person, when you grow as a professional, when you grow as an expert in this field, that you're going to succeed, people start to see you,
Exactly.
to look for you,
Yes.
to invite you.
Yes.
You are getting more stronger magnet. You are getting as a bigger magnet. You attract people. You attract opportunities. You attract circumstances. You attract some articles in newspapers. You attract information. You attract everything that can help you to achieve bigger results, to achieve your real goals, to achieve your vision, to achieve your ideal life.
Exactly. Yes, it's just something that cannot not happen because there are not so many people. There's only maybe 2-3% in this world, people like this. Because other people, 98%, they only change. They do make some changes in their life only when they have to. They don't have any other choice. And I was also attending very interesting seminar, like a conference with a lot of successful people, and we were talking about time management, about the skills. It actually was a really great workshop here in New York for people who have business. Because as you know, and this is a big problem, then, well, people who have to go to the office and work in the office all day, like from 9 to 5, it is easier for them to do that because they don't have to even make a decision. They have to get up in the morning, bring their body to the office, stay there all day and go home, and try maybe to avoid working too much. And it's always that what happens. But when you have your own business, your own life projects, you're doing something, you do not have to really be in the office. There's a lot of freedom in it because you can don't have to wear an office suit all day, or it's a lot more opportunities to enjoy life this way because it's freedom. You can go outside anytime, you can plan your day differently. But also, it's really important to be motivated to do so, because it's also the problem that if you don't have to go to the office, then some people tend to sleep till late. They get up like at 10 or in the afternoon, and then they say, oh, I have all day, I have all time, and that's how their life slides. And they go back to the office job even if they hate it, because they're not capable to handle the freedom that they have. And I thought was a really important issue that was raised. The people like you, and there's so many others, they are capable to motivate themselves and plan their day better, even if they don't have to. I think that's a huge difference with the right mindset, with the goals. It's not perfect. So that is why a lot of people, they choose to be employed, have also the paycheck, the salary. It's stable, so they can work very, very hard, have great results. They have their certain amount of money. And if they not work hard and they play computer games all day, then maybe they will also have the same amount of money. So if they will continue to do so, they will have a problem, but still, it's just easier for them not to make the decision. Well, that's the freedom. All I'm saying that just to say that freedom and the great result, they come with a price, and only like small number of people can handle it, the freedom and the money and the opportunities.
You remember, I've made an analogy with life and restaurants maybe a couple of weeks ago. The same was mentioned, that you have to pay this price first. You have to form new habits. You have to form your mindset and skills.
Exactly.
It's not a restaurant when you eat first and then you can pay.
Right.
It's not that I'm going to be successful, then I'm going to pay.
No.
It's like buffet, when you go and you pay first, full price, and then you can eat. The same with life. You have to pay this price. You have to form yourself. You have to develop yourself. You have to discover yourself, your favorite word. You have to do something with your own life to get that results, to get that kind of business, to get that kind of relationships, to get that kind of financial situation that you want to have.
Exactly.
Pay that price full in advance.
Yeah, I think it's really very clear, and I'm really glad. It's just so interesting that every time we discuss something really important, it feels so logical. So we start from important issue, and then we take some aspects of it, and then we go deeper and deeper, but there's a conclusion. We also come to the same and confirm what we said. It's when I studied when I studied journalism, it's like a perfect structure, and it happens naturally. It's incredible. It's amazing to me.
I'm learning from you subconsciously.
I'm really happy because it's mutual. I'm learning a lot from you too, and I have to say that it's one of the it doesn't happen very often. Then when we discuss something, in no matter what language it is, time flies really quickly, and I think we're just like, it seems like it was like a few minutes. We just started, and I look at the time and I see, wow, it's been like 40 minutes. And we're not done yet. It is just so interesting to me, and like sometimes I meet some people, and even if I speak their language, either Russian or English, I feel like, oh, it's just like, what we were going to talk about. And with you, we don't really like choose the topic and the questions. It just happens naturally. That is really incredible. Yeah, and I think it's also another.
Thank you very much.
Yes, you're most welcome. Thank you. I think it's also having that constantly on a regular basis. I think it's really beneficial, and then I think that's how the great results happen. Because when we did like the first time, it may not necessarily was like really like a perfect from the first time, because it was. I have a construction in my place. It's all were like really unexpected, and now it gets better and better and better. And each time, it is something different. So it's a good tradition to have, and you and me both can find like at 40 minutes, 1 hour a week to do this, and I think it's really inspiring to share and to know that you do speak the same language, not just linguistically, but that your ideas are understood rightly, correctly. This is great. Yeah, so we'll do it again. And tomorrow is your important training. It's tomorrow.
Yes. I'm planning to have a master class for some people. I will let you know how it's going on.
Absolutely.
And what results people going to have.
Yeah.
And great, yes. And the same for me. I'm very grateful for that opportunities, for your support, kindness, inspiration, and
anytime
words of wisdom. I learn all the time from you and from your experience and your knowledges. It's great to have you, to be friends with you, to have you as my role model in a lot of things, and it's great.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. It's really, I'm very touched, so we'll continue doing so. Good luck tomorrow. It will be my great day, because tomorrow will be my birthday, and I'm just very happy that it's not just one single day. I feel like it's every single day that I wake up in the morning, it's like my birthday. I think it's probably a good way to live a life. So good luck with your masterclass. Have a great evening, and we'll be in touch, and we'll talk again soon. And all the very, very best.
Thank you very much. Have a great day, and talk to you tomorrow.
Yes, talk to you soon. All the very best. Bye-bye, Pasha. Bye for now.
Bye.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.